Last week we were in Mont Saint Michel Abbey. We also went to the Loire Valley. There we saw Amboise Castle, Chenonceau Castle, and Cambrai Castle. And then we ended up in Lyon, France. When Annie and I got off the train, there was Dany waiting to meet us. Back in 1999 through 2001, Dany and Maria came to Regis and taught Spanish. They returned home to family when their son Jorge was born. Little did we know that now he has this huge, beautiful family. Dany and Maria are really proud of their community, and rightly so. They took us up to a Moorish castle in the center of town, way up on a high hill, and it showed the many cultures that had lived in this area, from the prehistoric to the Iberian, the Romans, the Moorish, the Christians, then the barbarians, all the way to the present. As you can see from this, if you look at this cliff, do you see the Moorish face? Art and culture in its many forms is a joy. Jorge enjoys music, and he isn't a shy person when it comes to playing. Enjoy! Shortly after we arrived, the family gathered to welcome home Lydia, a cousin, an aunt, a sister, a daughter, who had just returned from working in Ethiopia with Doctors Without Borders. As you can imagine, there are many conversations going on at one time.
Muy bien, Manu, muy bien hecho eso, cariño.
La piscina me da mucho miedo.
You can see their enjoyment of each other. And now it's 10:30 and it's time for dinner. Went with Dany to get some dinner. The day is just now starting to slow down. Their market is known for its fresh meat, seafood, fruits, vegetables, and they sell it all. And it's a place that you should experience. As I said, they sell it all. These little fish, awesome when Dany cooked them. Didn't try the cows or the hoofs, but I'm sure they could be delicious if cooked correctly. I'm not much of a person for taking pictures of food, but couldn't resist. These Spanish dishes were amazing, and the people who owned the restaurant and ran it, great. Blue skies, beautiful city, art and sculpture all around. So why not head to the beach? Maria took me to show an artist who was a favorite son of this community. He painted from the 1890s to the 1940s. His work showed Spanish life, and color and light was a major part of his work. His name was Joaquin Sorolla. This is a barbecue. You can see that the conversation got in the way and the coals cooled. So they had to restart it. As Dany said, you have 4 cooks and 5 different opinions. Family, food, and conversation. I'm beginning to see how important this is, and it was nice to be a part of it. It felt great. They included Annie and I, and even though there was a language barrier, we still felt like we made a connection.
And watermelon flavor, tonic water with melon.
I'm now understanding the Mediterranean Spanish clock. 10:30 to 3, morning, then a siesta. 3 to 8:30, afternoon. 8:30 to 1 in the morning, that's your evening. So we're out strolling the promenade about 10 o'clock at night, going to have chocolate and then dinner. At 11 o'clock at night, and even the grocery stores are still crowded with people. Time now for Dany's famous paella.
Sí, todo se guarda.
Para la cabra.
Here is our new extended family, thanks to Dany and Maria. We have Tito, Carmen, Elena, and Rodrigo. Maria's brother, Cholo, Angela, and Carmen and Manuel. This is Maria's cousin, Santiago, Angela, and Minerva. They just returned from Iceland. Alejandro, Maria's cousin, Mar, his wife, and Herman, who just turned 1. Maria's mother, Maria Angelis, and her aunt, Rose. These are Maria's cousins who grew up next door. Alejandro, Santiago, Pablo, who's an artist, Lydia, and Rosie. And we can't forget Dany, Maria, Jorge, Inez, and Marina. I wanted to show some work that Pablo has done. He's really a great oil painter, but currently he's doing graphic arts. He's a freelance painter, but as you see, his paintings are pretty incredible. With these sets of paintings, I thought he should go into children's illustration. As you can see, they really are descriptive and almost tell a story. So I gave you a clue when I said Spanish family life. I also showed the Mediterranean. You have any idea where I might be located this week?